I pride myself on being or trying to be authentic, transparent, vulnerable.
A man of faith.
Amen.
The reason that I bring it up is because as I was reading Al Michaels talking about aging, being 78 years old, coming back next year, and was thinking about how I've been hiding for 2 years, hiding in plain sight for 2 years on stuff going on in my personal life. And in doing so, I have very much felt the weight of mortality and felt the weight of aging. And Al Michaels is 78. That's a hard job, whether people know it or not. There's a reason that those people do that one assignment a week. I don't think most people think that's very hard. I think they think that's how great a job that is. Give me that job. 17 weeks a season. I do one game a week. What's so hard about that? Al Michaels has been doing it for a long time. And now he says it's fair, the criticism that on the Amazon Prime games, and I continue to marvel that Amazon Prime hasn't had major glitches. These are giant productions. It's really hard. All these games that get on your televisions every week, it's really hard to get all that. There's a great deal of expense in getting all of that off the ground. Al Michaels sits atop of that entire kingdom, and when Amazon Prime, when the Bezos money came for the football dollars, they went and got the best there ever was. They went and got the name that would give them instant credibility and made all the salaries skyrocket in broadcasting. Al Michaels must be feeling his age. Al Michaels says it's fair to criticize that he doesn't sound enthusiastic for the games on Thursday night. But how the hell can he feel enthusiastic for what's going to be on your television or not on your television if you're just streaming on your devices about what's going on tonight? Who wants to watch a Chicago Bears game at this point? Really?
No, never.
I mean, last week was Titans Steelers. I mean, hasn't been good.
That one I was actually. I mean,
Will Levis
has a
Dan Marino.
But I'm just saying, like the name power, no.
I think that was a bad example.
You think Titans Steelers is a great game?
No, it wasn't a great game, but we got to see Will Levis beat Dan Marino for 3 seconds.
Steelers defense is really good.
TJ
Chris.
Watt, exciting.
Yeah, they've got good players there. I will. That's my bias also showing. I will say Panthers Bears. As long as no Chicago legends die before the game, it's going to be a stinker.
It's our second Thursday
us
for
an
the
angle.
Bears this year. We had Bears Commanders earlier.
It was
this
their first
season.
one of the season.
That was an exciting game, though. DJ Moore had like 200 yards. Like everybody looked good. Sam Howell looked good.
Well, back then you thought that they had a young quarterback, and all of a sudden the place that we find ourselves is that 46 quarterbacks have started this year. 46. Like this part's always funny to me in our weekly analysis of sports. Like 46 starting quarterbacks. Like that's a lot of injuries. We're halfway through the season. That's the position that's protected. That's the position that all the rules protect that position. In fact, many of you are complaining about flag football, and maybe that's what Al Michaels longs for up there. This is boring. Give me my tackle football when Ronnie Lott would cut off a finger and everyone would celebrate him because he got his ass back on the field. What he's watching is a diluted version meant to protect the quarterback who can't be protected because the Vikings are on their third string quarterback, and it gets them to 4-4. Congratulations.
My favorite take when it comes to the Thursday Night Football, which has been going, how long has Thursday Night Football been going on? We're going on like close to 15 years. That Thursday Night Football has been a thing.
I feel like my whole life there's been Thursday Night Football. I don't remember
You're
a
also
time
very
before
young.
it.
You're
That's
also very
true.
young.
I'm 16.
Yeah, but what do you want them to do? They have to, because it's a competitive advantage. Everybody has to show up for at least one Thursday night. They actually do you the service of, well, if it's going to be a bad team that we're putting on there, let's have them go up against another bad team so the game can maybe be competitive, as opposed to having the Carolina Panthers go up against the Philadelphia Eagles and that game being over midway through the second quarter. What would you like them to do about this? They have to take the Bears. They have to take the Panthers. Why not put them together and have a good old-fashioned slop-off?
Al Michaels
Hey, yo.
can't have enthusiasm for that at this point in his career.
I mean, I understand isolating this game. Sure. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there. But he was also bad during the Chargers-Jags
great
playoff
joke, Mike.
game. Thank you.
Next week is the test. Bengals at Ravens.
That's a great game.
That's a good
Let's
game.
all tune in, and then we can decide.
I think part of the criticism was when he was put on NBC's playoff coverage, where there was a pretty great comeback with a young, exciting quarterback and exciting circumstances surrounding that Chargers-Jags game. He was there paired with Tony Dungy, and they weren't excited about that either. So he's actually given voice. So your criticism's valid. He's 78 years old. Of course he's coming back next year. The guy's in year 3 of a 3-year contract that pays him $33 million. And that might be the last we see of Al Michaels calling NFL football. It's been a great career. He's a legend. The game's on Amazon. Give him a goddamn break.
I don't think he likes Herbie. I'm going to say it. I don't think he likes Herbie. I think he misses Chris Collinsworth.
Wow. Those are two different things, though. He can miss Chris Collinsworth and like Herbie. You're accusing... Put it on the poll, please, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Does Al Michaels dislike Herbie?
Is this more taking his frustrations for not having Collinsworth out on Herbie, or is this he doesn't like Herbie's personality?
He doesn't see Herbie as an NFL guy. He sees Herbie as a college guy, and he's like, you're coming over here to the NFL side. You don't belong
there's
here.
an
You're not our
elitism.
guy here. Right. We're NFL people. You're a college football guy. Don't come over here and think that like Brian Burns or like somebody who's in the cut right now. Don't do that.
I
What
actually
just
kind of like
happened
this
there?
take.
What just happened?
I was trying to think of Frankie Louvu, which is like another defender for the Panthers, and then Brian Burns came up.
Wouldn't you think that Herbie knows more about Brian Burns?
I would say so. I think maybe Al Michaels is just like a big Green New Deal guy, and he's like, this guy's taking his private jet from NFL games to college game day to college games, and he doesn't stand for it.
I don't think people
He cares a lot.
I don't think people understand just how much Herbstreit is working right now.
He tweets every week like a little graphic of like his plane traveling across the country.
It is a bit startling, is it not, that we can't find a second person to do that job, that Herbstreit has to do both of them, that in a worldwide, in a global pool of applicants, and I'm not saying that Herbie would be considered evidently so good at this as to be totally vital, more vital than our environment, by flying private back and forth.
Remember the Akeem Talib show?
Oh, God, not
that was
again.
great. That worked out.
Put it on the poll, please, at Le Batard Show. Is Herbie more important than our environment? I'm just asking. This wasn't even about whether we need another black broadcaster in there. I'm saying just someone who's not Herbie. We don't have another person who's just not Herbie.
Herbie's not the issue with it.
I'm
The
not-
issue with Thursday Night Football is the same issue that it's always been. Is the games aren't great.
Why are you taking issue with any of what I'm saying? I'm simply wondering why it is that two of the most coveted jobs in the world in sports go to the same person. Is it because he's that excellent and popular?
Yeah. Yes.
Don't worry, it'll be Jason Kelsey whenever he retires.
Hey,
What about Jason Garrett?
Jason Garrett on TV is electric, by the way.
What?
I watch him and I'm like, dude, this guy gets it.
Dan, the
When
history,
he turns and he's like, it's so good.
the history of television is littered with one white guy that's straight hogging all the jobs, dating back to Ryan Seacrest and Dick Clark.
Yeah.
We like them. They're safe.
What did you just do, Tony?
I smiled into the camera. So, like, let's say Tony Dungy's talking and Jason Garrett's looking at him. All of a sudden,
Hold on. Let me make sure that everyone in our control room is right on you, because what you just did is the mastery of the mannequin that is Jason Garrett. What you're telling me is you're watching Jason Garrett just for his performative lovemaking to the camera.
Yes.
Because what he says is nothing. He says nothing.
I have never heard him say anything.
No, but he's got a smile that sparkles when he turns to the camera and makes love to it.
So here's the thing. I'm gonna do a play-by-play here for the studio team. So let's say Chris is Tony Dungy. He's talking, we're talking, and then they go to a one shot on him, and then they go like this. Jason Garrett swings over to the other camera that's looking at him, and goes this, and just stays there looking at the camera. Tony's still talking. He's there like, never breaks eye contact with the camera.
Just smile
TV
or smile
magician.
contact. No,
Right.
but doesn't break smile contact either. Keeps the teeth, those cowboy teeth, glistening. There are so many cowboys on television. How do they have all the good broadcasting jobs?
Jason Witten must be like, what the? Come on.
Well, they gave Jason Witten a chance.
Exactly.
It's not like he got the chance before Olsen did. All he had to do was be good.
was
What
terrible.
did he do? He was just Witten.
A rabbit out of somebody's head.